broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Slow jam. Snap your fingers. Slow jam. Snap your fingers. Slow jam. PM Dawn, the best rapper alive. Yes. According to Anthony Anderson. And only according to Anthony Anderson. And Rainbow. Yes. And Tracee, who? Are we all? Let's start that.
In case you didn't know, that's PM Dawn.
Right.
Well, while PM Dawn is playing in the background, thank you for tuning in to another AfterBuzz recap of Blackish.
Yes.
This is episode 19, The Real World, and I am your host, Shaprintace Lynn, joined by all of my lovely hosts this evening, and we'll start with you.
Hey, it's me, Megan Thomas, at Meg Scoop on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Why y'all laughing? Y'all know
I was waiting for Scoop of Ice Cream. You didn't say it. So anyway, hey you guys, it's your host Stacy Ike, and I'm here with my phone. So tweet me at @OneTakeStacy during the show. Cannot wait to hear from you.
And I'm your host, Courtney Tezeno. You guys can keep in touch with me at Teznos. Same thing she said. Use the hashtag ABTV Blackish to keep in touch with us live. Tell us what you thought about this episode, and be sure to go to YouTube. 5 stars. Yes. And subscribe to us. Courtney, tell us, who do we have in the studio As you can see from our excitement, we have TV's most adorable twin duo from ABC's Blackish. We have Miles Brown, who plays Jack Johnson on ABC Blackish, and we have Tracee Martin, who plays Diane on Blackish. Hi, guys.
Hey guys. How you guys doing? Look at them.
We're
just
so happy to have you.
Right.
So when is y'all's birthday?
I'm August 14th.
No, your twin birthday. When's your twin birthday?
Our twin birthday is April. No, it isn't. No, it's it's an M. It's March, I think. Oh yeah, it's March 30. Cause mine's August and his December, so we have to do one. Yeah, we told each other that we had to go
meet each other in the middle.
Right
What
in the
twins
middle.
do?
So what would it be? It was March. Wait, I know what it is. Because we saw it in the pilot. No, wait, it was May. No, it was April. It was April, right? It was May.
You could say all 3 of those months and get cake every month.
Right. Oh, yeah. My birthday's March, May, April. My birthday's January, February, March,
Exactly.
April, May.
Happy birthday. Just give me gifts all the time.
And people would believe them.
Every month is my birthday.
Throw the gifts.
Right.
Okay.
We love you guys. You guys do an amazing job on the show. We'll say that. You're some of our favorite characters.
Thank you.
What has it been like to be on the show?
Well, it's been really cool because getting to work with all these cool people like Anthony Anderson and Tracee Ellis Ross and Lawrence Fishburne and all the kids. It's really cool, and just getting to work on the set, we just have so much fun. Yeah, it's like an amazing experience, and since it's our first TV show, it could never be better.
It's probably gonna. You guys are gonna with
You're definitely gonna get better.
with the talent that you guys have. Oh my gosh, you're gonna keep on going higher. Sometimes I actually get freaked out by your character, Dan, because I think you're an adult, and I tell you all the time. Like some of the lines they give you, I'm like, no, that's what I would say, and it's crazy. So how do you carry some of your scripts? When you see your script, do you have a lot of people helping you get through them, or do you feel like you understand your character without anybody's help?
Well, like when I see the script, I look through the script. Well, in the table read, I'll be like, I say that
exactly.
I actually say that, and like I have my teacher on set help me, my mom and dad. And sometimes, like my hairstylist would say, she acts like a grown woman.
I agree.
We all agree.
I agree.
Because like how I like people even get shocked how I say like my name. I'm like, hi, I'm Marsai, nice to meet you, and then like always saying thank you and stuff. They'll be like,
How old are you?
It's also because you're from Texas, so you know how us
honey,
Texas,
we gotta
you know how us Southern Bells do it.
We're all biased over here with the Texas.
No, I have to tell a story though because little Marsai here, I've known her since she was a little baby. I actually met her when she was like 3 or 4 in Dallas.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I went to the house. Shout out to her parents.
Yes.
All right,
Receive it.
Yes, and now this child is famous.
Yes.
Can I have both of your autographs, please?
Please.
Yes,
Please.
please.
Wait, Marsai,
Sure.
so when you moved here in 2013, right?
yes.
And as soon as you probably a little over 100 days, did you get the role with? Is that right? A little over 100 days. Mom's
Yeah.
shaking her head. Yeah.
Like, I think that's right.
How was that? You just kind of took Hollywood by storm since you got here and just took off.
I didn't even know what would happen when I moved here. Like it was like a really big surprise when I wanted to go to California. Because, like, I wanted to go there. My first trip on a plane was going to California.
Wow.
So I was like, So, because Daddy told me we're moving and stuff. I was like,
Where are we going?
where are we going? But when I found out we were moving to California and all the bags I packed, I was like, I'm going to miss Texas. But when I moved to California, I was like,
I don't miss it at all.
I'm
We can totally feel that. We have our moments, but most
Definitely.
likely, you're
then
good.
Miles, you're from California, so
Yes,
you
I'm
probably
from
introduced her to
Right.
everything in California.
Well, by the time I met her, I think she was like, she already kind of like
Knew it was
New
happening.
Transition.
it was similar. Because that was in 2013, right? When you moved here? Yes. Yeah. So I met her in 2014, and by the time I bet she already knew a lot
What
of
was happening.
Yeah.
Love it.
So I didn't really like. I thought she knew all of that stuff, but I was like, oh, here's this and here's this. But I only did like 3 things because she knew like everything.
She shows you some places,
Right.
huh?
Just to clarify for everyone who's watching and listening, how old are you guys?
I am 10 years
28, sure. Okay.
We're both 10. But she's older. I'm a half.
You're
10 and a half.
Wow.
Take that half.
That still matters.
Take
That
it
still
until
matters.
you
Take
reach
it.
30.
Right.
Oh
Then
my
you don't
God.
say the half when
Yeah.
you hit 30. Okay? Don't say it.
That's a
then.
lesson from us.
Yeah, like I'm always telling people, we're 10 years old, but I'm a half. Don't forget the half.
Right.
What was it like when you found out that you got the role?
Ooh, jeez. Like, I still remember it. I was in the car with my mommy. She was driving. We were, like, bumper-to-bumper traffic.
Oh, she gets the traffic.
Yeah, she gets the LA lifestyle.
I know, that's how. Yeah.
You don't even drive.
Yeah, and we were just laying down. We just got done with the audition. I was like, okay, I wish I get this. I got this. And then we got a call from my agency, and everybody's there like, hi. It's usually just my agent, but it was all like the whole like CDSD. I was like, okay. and they told me, I was like, oh my goodness. Like, I got like so scared that I like, not scared, but like panicked, because I was like, what am I gonna do now? Like, oh my god, this is my first TV show. Like, I'm so excited. And then right when they turned the phone off, right when they
Ended
turned
the call.
call, ended the call, I was like, okay, I'm so excited. But then I went to sleep.
Because we're still in traffic and I'm still tired and I'm still
Right.
cold.
What about you, Miles?
Yeah, what about you, Miles?
Well, before I knew I got the job, my mom, the producers Kenya and Larry and James, they called my mom and dad and told them, but that was before, because I wasn't there at the time. I was probably at school. I don't remember. And when they told them, they thought I was there, but my mom and dad wanted them to tell me later during the day. Aww. So then after we went to my grandparents' house, we go there like every week, and I'm like, so okay, we're going here. I didn't really know what was happening. I thought we were just going
doing
there.
The regular thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when we were going there, because because they went there and they were setting up and everything before I even got there. So my dad's camera was sitting on the table, just like
Facing you.
yeah, it was facing me. So I'm like, okay. So then I got a call and it said well, it didn't say black because we didn't know what the title was, and so when they called, they were like, "Hey, Miles, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And so they're like, "This is James and Larry in Kenya. We're here from the Untitled Anthony Anderson pilot." I'm like, "Okay, this is okay." And so they're like, "You got it." And then I'm like, "Ah!" And then the whole place, my grandparents, my mom, my dad, my sister, and everybody, they just went crazy, and I ran around the house like 11 times.
That is so
I'm like,
great.
"Ah!"
How cool.
That is so great.
And then you're like, "We're gonna celebrate. We're gonna go eat," and we're like, "Yeah."
I love that. We're gonna eat.
Right, it's such a difference when it's such a difference when kids celebrate versus if we were to celebrate. It's like we're gonna go eat. Like, I love it.
Oh, I still do that.
You're right.
We all do that.
You're right.
We all do that.
So you guys, since you're so young and you're already working actors, what's the experience in terms of being in school? So have you guys been in like regular public school before? Because I know you guys. Okay.
So what's the transition like from homeschool from public school?
First I was in homeschool for a while, and then I went to public school, and then I was in Huntington Beach for a minute, and then I went to Sherman Oaks to like move so I can be closer to the studio, and then I went to public school there, and while I'm not in public school and at school, we have a set teacher. We have a set teacher on.
Do you miss regular school? Are you like, no?
Way cooler.
Yeah, you're like, what? Set teacher Tracee Ellis Ross in the same room? What's happening?
Do you still have your friends?
Well, when you say like, do we miss them? It depends on what we're missing for.
Very true.
Because like because like we in the schoolroom, it's kind of more of a trailer.
Okay.
Than an actual classroom.
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird because the older kids have another teacher for them, and we have a big trailer, and there's a door, and it's like we can't see the other side of the door, so it's like it's just us two and the teacher.
Yeah, but we still don't know what's going on over there.
We don't know what's going on in the other room.
All we hear is like laughing, like ha ha ha.
You're like, we're missing out.
I know. But when I say I would be gone for like 2 months or a few weeks. When I would come back to school, they wouldn't be like, "Oh my gosh, Miles!" They would be like, every time there's always this girl who's like, "Miles is here, Miles is here."
Oh, so you have a crush?
No, but
Someone crushing.
no, but
The mom, she's like,
because everyone's listening. They're like, "Miles is here." I'm like, guys, no, I'm here. I'm just here. Okay.
It's okay. You have fans.
I haven't won
problem.
I haven't won like Olympic gold medal. No.
Aw,
You are
I'm just here at school.
That's so good that you
cute.
guys are staying humble.
Right.
But like a lot of Disney stars, we've seen Miley, we've seen a lot of people go a little crazy. What are your parents doing now to keep you guys grounded? Like make sure you're staying on track.
Well, chores.
Yes.
Chores.
Love it.
What chores do you have, Marsai?
Well, let's see. I clean my room,
Okay.
clean my bathroom.
Right.
Let's see. I have a dog. Well, I don't walk her, but I feed her.
At least you care. Yeah.
Feed her. And let's see. Well, other than chores, she like every time like I might be doing something wrong or something, she would whisper to me like, "It's okay. If this is fine, just do this and just for me and like da da da." And like she would I would understand her, and And like she's really like my mommy and my daddy like keep me really grounded.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Yeah, that's some cool people.
They're in the studio. They're giving me a little bit right now. I'm like, just feeling it. Okay, so we're already on episode 19.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a favorite episode you shot so far?
Yeah, Miles, what's your favorite?
Well, my favorite episode is one that hasn't came out yet.
Ooh, a secret. Okay.
So I don't want to tell you guys, but I kind of like.
Want to tell us a little
You don't
bit?
have to tell us about the episode, but do you remember which one it is?
Like what number episode?
It was the season finale.
We'll keep you ready for that.
Yeah.
Got it.
Can we look forward to a lot from the season finale?
Yes.
Yes.
A lot of laughs.
A lot of dancing.
A lot of dancing.
Were you dancing? Because you are a dancer, right? You were on Ellen and Katie Couric dancing.
Yes.
When you were younger, like 3, and you've been dancing for a long time.
Yeah.
And how I started dancing is my dad. He travels a lot. He would go to Paris or Germany, and he would bring back these dance videos, and I would just try. That was I think I was 3 at the time. I would just try and copy what they were doing. And there was a show, Soul Train.
Oh, yeah. Do you guys know that show? I love it.
Keep going.
And I would watch that, and there was a group that would dance on there called the Electric Boogaloos. And I would try and do what they were doing, and that's the type of dance that I still do now, and that's how I got my nickname, Baby Boogaloo. I also wanted to try out to go on America's Got Talent, and you know the show movie Breaking. There was a scene in LA, and I've always wanted to go there and want to like try and dance there, and that's where I decided to try and do my audition video for America's Got Talent. And so when I was filming myself dancing over there, somehow randomly a person walks by and says that she thinks that she likes my dancing and that she's one of the producers for the Ellen DeGeneres show. And she wants to see if I can be on the next weekend of that day. So I'm like, but when I was that age, I'm like, okay. But my dad was like freaking out. I'm like, oh.
That is so funny.
That's huge.
But the cool part was that on Soul Train, my mom and his dad was on Soul Train.
Yeah, they were dancing.
I gotta go find this one.
But I mean, they were meant to be twins. That is seriously, that's amazing.
But we didn't even know each other. But we didn't even know each other yet. They're like, hey, what's up? And then they're like,
I remember you.
Look at you.
How funny. That is so
Soul
awesome.
Train.
Let's get into this episode.
Yes. So in this episode, we see Bo and her college friends, and they come and they are socializing. She, expects this to be a grand event,
as Bo does.
We
got to talk about who we have though. We have Lance, Black Lance, Fat Sean.
I'm done with
Asian
Bo.
Macy.
Oh Lord,
and of course Mixed Bo. Which I think is hilarious.
Big word Bo.
Big word Bo.
Big word Bo.
Well, there's two.
What?
Well, still in the beginning, and then Dre makes up another one. Big word Bo.
Dre makes it. Yes.
Oh, he's hilarious.
They're so cute.
Yeah.
I don't know which one to go by.
That's all right. We'll use Bo.
We'll use Bo.
Just
Yeah. So Bo, in this episode, Bo is hosting her college friends, and Lance. What's Lance's whole name?
Black Lance.
Black Lance.
We'll go Black
Lance.
Lance.
Black Lance is actually and her dated, and so of course
Not just dated, honey.
we get there.
Give us a pause.
Dre wants to invite his colleagues and his friends, so it can be kind of even playing field, so he won't feel so awkward. And
that actually is the funniest thing for me to hear, because we see Charlie doesn't like you.
Charlie
Diane
doesn't like Diane though.
no.
He's like, is the girl twin gonna be
the girl.
He's always been freaked out by her since the
Is
season.
there a reason why that he doesn't?
Yeah.
Because she's an
Why
adult.
is
She's
it?
smarter
Tell
than
us,
him.
Diane.
What's the reason, Diane? Or
Well,
Marsai, I'm sorry.
We'll call you Diane right now.
You get that a lot.
Diane
You
right
get that a
now.
lot.
You're okay, girl.
Yes, girl.
Why doesn't Charlie like you, Diane?
Grab the air.
Well, catch the air.
Take your air.
Well, Charlie doesn't like me because Diane thinks he's jealous. He's really jealous, and he's like not really that smart.
Yes.
He
see that.
He's like, but like I'm just like just scoot over. But to be honest, I'm not really sure why Charlie doesn't like.
No, I think you got it right on.
He's a hater, right?
Because you're
he's a
smart.
hater.
He's a hater.
Me
hater.
And
I think that's the answer.
if you can see like his face and how
They
he
like-
how he talks and like what he's been through, I think Diane will be like, bruh.
Bruh.
Like, bruh.
Bruh.
So much personality in the
I feel like her
studio.
audition was like, she was like, bruh, and they were like, got it, yeah. That's all I would have needed. Yes. Continue, Shaprintace.
So Charlie comes over, and Diane and Charlie have their little interactions.
Like I'm sorry, I was cracking up when he like stepped to
Yeah.
go around her and not touch her.
He's like, I don't want to touch her.
How did you laugh the first couple times you did that?
I did laugh when I opened the door. Like we had a few takes, and when he was scooting over, I was like,
Making a face.
like okay, he's so funny. You can't even get a straight face.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can
Just
so
one-
see that.
Just
Yes.
one look will just
Yeah.
like crack you up.
Mm-hmm. I can so see that. Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
Just like
Absolutely.
Yeah, so Bo is on edge with this episode. She's just trying to make sure everything and everybody is in place. Poor little Diane. She just dismissed her asthma.
Yes.
She-
Right.
Oh no.
Dismiss the asthma, poor baby.
And Jack was trying to show his mom his dance moves,
yeah.
and she just, no, I don't have time
Right,
for it. And we finally get to see the whole Real World crew come and interact with each other, and the kids decide to film it.
Right. And then I think it was great. Like, of course, we see Sean, who is no longer fat. She's not fat Sean anymore. honey. She's married to
No,
Diane.
she
Right.
is fat, Sean. She's PHAT.
Right. Fabulous.
Lord.
I was cracking up at the names. They called her what? What they call Thickadamus?
Thickadamus.
That was Charlie.
Just like what? That's the thickest snow bunny I've ever seen. Like everything. All of the terms you can see for a thick girl. But I was like, you better do it in your dress, girl.
Do you guys happen to know if scenes like that were ad-libbed? Because some of those nicknames are just not writable.
that is not actually. Well, that was in the script. The Thickadamas and the snow bunny thing. But sometimes they do ad lib, like when in the beginning, how Trey said what and the.
That one?
Yeah.
That was ad-libbed?
That was an ad lib.
Oh goodness. So who does it the most? Is it Anthony? Is it Tracee?
You guys?
Anthony.
yeah, Anthony.
Straight up.
Straight up Anthony.
I think like if he wanted to, he could have a whole ad lib scene like with props and everything.
Right.
If he wanted to, like he could just make a scene that's not even on the script, and he'll like get props and everything, and he
That is
just
so
like
funny.
he'll make up his own scene like of what's going on, and he'll like have his own like call time for everybody and like have to come in here. Yeah, if he wanted to, I think he would probably do that.
What about you guys? Do you guys do a lot of ad-libbing?
She does.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Really?
They call me
Guilty.
they
The
call
ad
me,
lib queen.
No.
The ad lib queen.
no.
The ad lib.
They call me the
The queen of that.
no.
I'm trying to get it.
What did they call me? The prop. Nope, not prop.
No.
Improv?
Improv
queen.
Yes, they
Improv.
call
There you
me
go.
improv.
That's good.
That's a good title to have.
Do you feel comfortable just being able to spit out? How do you feel comfortable ad-libbing? Is it because of what you hear from Anthony or Tracee or in the scene with your brother?
Well, I heard from somebody, well not somebody, mommy, that it's not your show, but you can do anything you want, like what feels right for you. If you don't feel like doing this, like just tell somebody, or like if you feel more comfortable, like just
Go with
let
it.
it shine.
Right.
Let it shine.
I like that.
Love,
Yeah.
love that.
So that's how I ad lib. At first, when I did my first ad lib, I was like, okay, are they going to keep it in there? So when they keep it in there, I was like, wow, cool. So then I just kept ad-libbing, and the more I did, the more it got funnier, and then that's how I got my nickname.
Definitely.
wow, that's
Trust
awesome.
instinct.
That is
Trust
awesome.
instinct.
Queen. Wow.
I'm learning so much from her, you guys.
Right.
I learned a lot.
You guys are so cute.
Thank
Can I take you home?
Yes.
Me first.
Okay, well, no, because you're going to have to do some chores in my house, too.
Dude, we don't do no, I'm kidding. That's a lie. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Oh my god.
So what else happened this
So
episode?
yes, in this episode, we find out also that Bo was actually engaged to Black Lance.
Yes.
And you know Dre, and Dre can't handle that.
No, he cannot.
They can't handle much of
Nothing.
anything.
Exactly. I'm like, he's always losing it, but
But the great thing about it is the kids all decided to, film this as their own little real world. What was it? Real world old
people eat cheese.
Yes.
Great title. Great title.
Child, I'd be eating some cheese.
it doesn't apply to you,
but
right?
still, I eat that cheese too, so I like the name.
Yes. How did you guys feel about your jobs that were assigned in the episode for Jack and Diane?
That was pretty cool. When I found out my name was like Diane, I was like, that's a pretty sharp name.
Hey, you hear that, Mom? You hear that, Mom? I'm sorry, that's my
Sharp
mom's name,
name.
Diane. I love that.
What about you, Jack?
Yeah.
Well, Jack is actually my dad's name, and my dad's name is Jack.
Oh, how
And
perfect.
that's really crazy, which is, I feel like a Jack the Third. And what's weird because my dad's mom, her last name is Johnson.
Perfect role for you.
So it's kind of like, am I really Jack Johnson?
Is that really my name?
You are.
Like, because I just noticed, like, I saw my grandma Linda's last name. I'm like, Johnson. My dad's name is Jack Johnson. Jack Johnson.
You're probably like, they're just kidding with
Yeah.
me now.
Jack Johnson.
Right. It was meant to be.
It was.
Yet again.
We even made up our own middle names.
What are they?
Marie, right?
Yeah.
That's
He
really-
still doesn't know what it is.
It's like it has a need a J in it.
yeah, in the
J.
in the pilot, they told me what my middle name was.
I was
like,
thinking like Joe or like
Jack Joe
I like
Johnson?
Jack Jacob.
Jack
like,
Jacob.
Jack Jacob.
I like Jack Jacob.
Jack Jacob Johnson.
Jack Jake. No.
I like it. Jack Jacob Johnson.
Jack
It's cool. That sounds cool.
I'd hang out with
And
that kid.
It fits too.
It fits
I
you.
like
It does. Yeah.
So the kids in this episode, Jack and Diane included, all filmed the real world old people eating cheese, and they capture lots of good footage, including Dre finding out that his wife was previously engaged and dumped a lot, apparently in college.
Why does that matter?
More
That she
than
was
8
dumped
times.
a lot.
Listen,
More than
Bo
8
is.
times?
Listen,
Why does it matter that Bo was dumped 8 times in college?
Were
before
you
she
dumped
met?
8 times in college?
Girl, no, I'm the
I'm trying to be here for him. I'm trying to be a good friend. I just want to be a good friend.
Just like Dre said, he said him and Bo are like he thought they were dumpers.
Right. No.
Dumpies.
Yeah,
Funny. I could see that happening to Bo.
They're absolutely dying.
so funny.
But I guess I can see his point because you thought you were with a prize, this is my queen, and you find out all these other dudes just passed her up.
Dang.
Like, oh.
You got luck. Well, it still worked out for him. He still got a doctor, as we can see.
Yeah.
And he did. Got
So
a
I'm like,
doctor.
stop playing, Dre.
And that's where she proved her point at the end of all that chaos.
Right.
Poor Charlie.
That was kind of weird because like the steak knife part, I'm like,
It's not sterilized.
See that?
No, you didn't watch it. You didn't watch her. She took the alcohol and did her hands.
Right. But she
And
didn't
then
sterilize that knife, girl. You know how many?
Oh, I thought she
You know,
she took the alcohol and rubbed it on his neck a little bit.
But
and
that's a knife.
You're right.
That's the first thing. I'm a germphobe, so I was like, oh no, he's gonna get like botulism.
You said botulism. That's dead.
Not even what you don't get that.
I don't even think that's possible. That is too
She's
funny.
insane. You guys. Oh my god.
That's awesome.
You guys are funny.
You don't get that from us.
No, you don't. But she ended up saving Charlie's life after he had a peanut allergy.
And put that little straw, bendy straw.
He's just so Charlie just seems like the type of person that would drink peanut, like drink the whatever sauce, even if he knew it had peanuts in it. Like that's his character.
Yeah,
Just,
I felt like he kind of did.
Yeah,
He was
I
like
feel
a
like-
murderer. And it's like,
he was like, but the sauce is good though.
I know it sounded like
Diane planned that.
Did you?
Right.
Did
That
you
makes
do
sense.
Diane put like
peanuts in the sauce?
Ooh, you
Yeah.
did.
That is so
Try
funny.
to Charlie.
Peanuts in the sauce.
You have so
I
many.
did.
You guys have so many different people on set, and I'm gonna say about 99% of them are older than you guys. Do you feel like there's somebody you learn from the most?
Lawrence, Lawrence.
Really? Wow.
What does he do that's so
Lawrence.
different?
Lawrence and maybe Tracee.
Okay.
What do they do that makes you guys feel like you look up to them?
They give us a lot of advice.
strategies, a lot of strategies.
They give us a lot of tongue twisters too, like the put the tongue, the put the teeth, the red leather, yellow leather.
That's what. And Dre said,
toy boat,
said
toy
that-
boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat.
Well, Dre, you know how Dre, was ready to like have fun and be having fun with Dre
Red,
and
yellow-
Bo.
red
When he
leather,
said
yellow
red leather, yellow leather,
He got that.
from us.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
I don't think that was on the script. I think that was an ad-lib.
So I think you guys are teaching them something too.
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh, better get your credit.
Get your
We
credit.
gonna teach you something. We gonna teach you something.
Yes.
Okay, we gonna teach you
Can I
something.
say I love the ending with you two? That was
Oh, yes. The
absolutely
MTV confessionals.
Yes,
That's
when you
too
had
funny.
your confessionals.
She said, "Don't worry, it's not gonna happen to me."
But it's gonna happen to Jack.
It is.
That is awesome. I love that.
Do you guys think that you're different at all from your characters, or you're pretty true to them?
Not at all.
Well, to me, Diane would be a little bit like me. I'm a little bit sassy.
Girl, she's a lot.
I could do some stuff, but not a lot of stuff. But I can do some stuff that
Right.
I'm not allowed to do. But the point is that I might be a little bit sassy in real life. I might be a little sassy. I like having fun. I like doing chores, but she gets to do epic stuff. She gets to, well, since I don't have any siblings, it's kind of fun, a little bit fun to pick on my brother. I would say so myself.
And it's kind of cool to have a twin because I've always like wondered because like kids in my class like they're all like, oh yeah, my other set of triplets are here. My twins and my quadruplets and my triplets.
Wow.
And on my twins.
I'm like, what the heck?
I'm like, come on, man.
Right.
Now you have
I just have an older sister that's 20.
And you have your
That's a
twin
huge gap.
now.
And you have a dog, Chelsea, right?
Yeah, that's my only sibling.
I used to have a dog, but he died.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Do you guys hang out a lot outside of set?
Yes, we did.
Yes,
we went to New York.
Ooh.
We went to New York.
So twin.
He owns me a soda.
I do?
Yes.
How do I do?
Jinx.
You own me a soda.
You guys said it at the same time.
He was like,
What
well,
did
you
he
can
do?
get one
Did he-
yourself.
Why did he take your soda?
What soda?
Root beer.
Root beer's good. That was
Yes,
a good
that's
choice.
my
the best
favorite.
soda.
That's my favorite.
love that. Oh my God. What did you guys do in New York?
Well, he had a not recital because, well, he had like a competition to do. I would say so.
Well, it was like
Well,
a
YouTube performance.
It was a YouTube Google event and they were doing different performances with groups, and they were it wasn't like not a convention, but like they were showing the new like products and stuff that were coming out, and they had different videos of people posting on YouTube, and like it was kind of more of like a show and half like award show, half like an event, half of like
It's half of everything.
Right.
Oh my god.
and then I got to meet a lot of cool dancers that were there.
Okay.
What
my
really
gosh.
surprised me the most is when I met Beyonce's dancers. I'm like a huge
yeah.
Beyonce fan.
Oh, honey,
Now,
I
speaking
am
of
meeting
gosh.
people. My
Now,
mini-me.
right, I'm like,
honey,
Beyonce
I love
fan.
Beyonce.
Right.
Beehive,
Oh,
honey, Beehive.
No.
Beehive.
We can't
Yes,
talk about
I'm
Don't
a part
bring
of
up
the Beehive.
Not around her.
Do not bring up
Lord.
Beyonce in front of Courtney.
In front of Courtney. Even
loves
all of
Beyonce.
us.
Speaking of
All right, yeah.
epic people that you guys met, let's get into news and gossip.
Yay.
Where you guys
Okay.
took a trip to Washington, D.C.
Yes.
So you took Blackish to the White House.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Girl, it's already there.
And
White House already black.
Yeah, White House. Tell us about
so
that
true.
experience and how was that? You met President Obama.
Look at these
Pictures.
Oh,
We have some pictures.
Hey, that's right. That's right.
That's right. We're on the White House grounds right there.
That's so
Yeah,
awesome.
he's like, Obama's in my phone number.
I know.
He's in my
What was it
phone.
like meeting the president?
And what was really cool was that when we were going there, my friend, he does a lot of like paintings and stuff, and I asked him if he could do one of the Obama family, and I could give them to him, and hopefully they'll like it. And then we had it wrapped, and we were going there, and then we put it through security, and then by the time we got in the same room as Obama was, it still was in security, and that was like 5 hours of security, and I'm like, well, my dad luckily took a picture of it, so we showed him, and it was really cool because like he was like, oh yeah, whoever did that painting is awesome. I'm like, yes, I gotta tell my friend.
That's so sweet.
That's so sweet.
That's sweet.
Were you excited, Marsai, to meet the president?
Yeah. I was like, oh my goodness. When I found out, I was like, oh, are you okay?
Yeah.
When I was like, oh my gosh. But I was planning to say some stuff. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
this is what I'm going to say.
If I meet the president.
Yeah, it's like my grandma said this. All right, tell the president I said hey and what's up and I love you. And then my grandpa said, oh yes, tell the president I said hi and what's up. And I was like, fine. I just say my whole family says hi. But I was like I want to tell him I was a lefty and I was like a Leo too, because he's all of that too. I was like, okay, I'm ready to say this stuff. But right when I came in there, I was like, okay. What was I going to say? When before we're in the room, I'm like, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say this. I'm going to show him the picture, I'm going to say this. And then by the time I got like 10 feet away from him, I'm like, wait, what?
This is really happening. This is happening.
Tell him what Anthony did. What did Anthony do?
Anthony. Oh my gosh. We're trying to take a picture with him, but there's like a photo person right here, photographer, and he's like, take a picture over here. And we're like, jeez. And then we left, and then Anthony snuck up in line with us, but he already saw the president. But he just snuck up the line with us. But he got a selfie with him.
Yeah, he just ran in there. And he's like, cheese, and he's like, he didn't ask for me. He just like ran in there. He's like, hey.
But right when he did that, Barack said.
Barack.
I was like, no, Barack, Mr. President.
Yes.
Mr. President. The president says, all right, I'll take a selfie with you, but promise me, don't post it. He's like, okay. Jeez. Bye. Like he said, I'm not gonna post it, but it's gonna be my screensaver.
And then after when we left the room, they're like showing us like it wasn't like a library, but they had a lot of it was a library. It had like a lot of books, and then Anthony told me to start breakdancing on the floor, and I started, and I did like a head spin and stuff, and then Anthony. He saw like a huge piano, and he started playing Ribbon in the Sky, and then they're like Secret Service is gonna like they're gonna get you, and then he's like, oh snap, and he just like got like you should have saw his face though. He was like playing piano real good. My mom was videotaping it, like this is gonna be awesome. But our escort Peter, he's like,
shout out to Peter.
Yesterday. Our escort Peter, he's like, all right, the security people are going to be here 2 seconds to get you. Like you should get off the piano. He wants to leave.
Oh my God. Well, that is an amazing experience. You guys got to do something that many people wish they could do.
Yeah.
Congratulations on all the success of everything you guys have done.
Yes.
And to make it to the White House, that's just some extra.
That's amazing.
And before we get out of here, though, what are some upcoming projects or things that you have going on that we can find you in?
Oh yes, Goldie and Bear.
Yeah,
it's in Disney Junior.
Okay.
We play Jack
And
and
Jill.
and I'm Jill.
Again, that is beautiful.
Oh my God, my heart.
We played Jack and Jill, and he's still a Jack.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Look at
So
you.
I'm like Jack.
You just waiting for your next Jack role. Mhm. Yeah, I get it.
You might you should
Next
just
thing you
change
know,
your name to
next thing you
Jack.
know, I'm gonna play like Jack and the Beast. I'm like Jack.
There you go. You better.
Just change your name. Just change your name.
Right.
Jack.
Now, we normally do
Jack.
predictions every week on what we think the episode's going to be. So, since you guys already know what the episode is, what's an episode you want to see in like future seasons? If you can make up your own episode.
Our birthday.
I know. I got one.
Our birthday. I got totally like.
Happy birthday. Okay.
We were all. My family was thinking about this one. When Bo and Trey have to go somewhere, they have to go out of town, and no one can like babysit them, so they have to get Charlie.
That's a good.
And Diane.
That's great.
You need to tell
And
Kenya this. Have you
yeah.
told him this yet?
No,
Well,
I
you
know.
don't have
No,
to.
you
Because
just
on
said it.
this show,
He'll watch it.
he watches our show and takes all of our predictions and uses it.
He does.
So we
think
got
we're
credit. We got credit.
We're actually writers of the show. We knew your name was Diane. Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay, perfect.
So that is awesome. So tell all of the listeners and all of our watchers where they can find you on Twitter and Instagram.
All right.
Well, my name's Marsai Martin. My Twitter it's Caila Marsai, and on my Instagram, my name is Marsai's World. And just so you know, Marsai is Marsai.
And you
Yes.
just spell Kayla for them too.
Yes, Caila.
All right. What about you,
C-O-
Miles?
On Twitter and Instagram is Mr. Baby Boogaloo, and on Facebook is Miles Brown.
So
right.
cute, simple and easy. I love. You
Alright,
guys are
nice.
so cute.
Thank you.
And then you guys can keep in touch with me as usual at Teznos on Twitter and Instagram. Use the hashtag ABTVBlackish to tell us what you thought about this episode, future episodes. Just use the hashtag. And where can everybody find you guys?
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You can check me out on Twitter and Instagram at OneTakeStace and use the hashtag ABTV to keep in touch until next week.
Yes, and as always, you can find me, Megan Thomas, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Meg Scoop, like
Scoop of ice cream.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Shaprintace Lynn
Her
with
backup
2
singers.
N's. And just make sure you go on iTunes, subscribe to our podcast, rate us 5 stars, and continue to keep watching. Maybe we will have more.
We do. We actually have Yara
Comment in.
Shahidi on next week.
Yes.
Please watch because Yara is awesome, just like our beautiful twins.
Thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank
in.
you.
Applause!
Thank you guys.
Bye, guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.